Yeah, so the theme of consolidation or supply path optimization from the buy side has been around for quite a few years now, but I will say those efforts have intensified in particular over the last 6 to 12 months. We're certainly seeing that. What buyers are often looking for, asking for, are a few different key components as they sort of consolidate their downstream partnerships. Number one, they want to reduce those partnerships so that they can go much deeper in terms of solving challenges with a much smaller set. It's just, quite frankly, gotten to a point where it's too complex to try to tackle the challenges of our industry with so many different downstream partners. And so how do we narrow those partners down and go deeper with that smaller set of partners? Typically what they're asking for, number one, I think independence is really important. Buyers are looking for a place where they can go and trust the feedback and understand that relationship is unbiased across all of the media that they're looking to activate against. Number two, I think they need partners that have the necessary footprint across the media landscape and have the depth of partnerships that's required for them to accomplish what they're looking to do. And also they're often looking for global partners who have a presence in all the markets around the world in which they operate. And so these are the key themes that we hear buyers talking about as the calls for consolidation get louder and louder. And obviously, in lieu of that theme, we're really excited to announce our expanded partnership with Horizon Media today. We think that's another big step in the direction of consolidation in the industry.
Okay, so on the digital display side, publishers are often plugged into at least half a dozen sell-side platforms or SSPs. Do you see this happening with CTV media owners, and why or why not?
Yeah, at Magnite, we're in an interesting position because we operate at scale in really both worlds. So we do see notable differences in terms of how connected TV operates versus how the display landscape operates. So in connected TV, you typically see a much smaller set of technology partners in order to manage the really high expectations and sophistication around the ad experience, podded ad delivery, and in many cases, the advertising transactions are predominantly private. And so it's mostly deal-driven versus in the display landscape where you have predominantly open market activity. And so because of those nuanced differences, we typically see media owners in the connected TV space use a much smaller set of strategic technology partners in connected TV.
Now, we talked a bit about what it means for media owners, but how about viewers? Like, how is Magnite working on improving the user experience in CTV, which, as you know, has been kind of a big pain point for a while?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big focus for us, and it is a pain point for the industry. As one example, we recently announced our SpringServe Tiles product, which helps media owners, particularly around the home screen experience, which is the first place consumers land in the streaming journey. And so really helping to inject much more intelligence into sort of the layout and the content discovery experience as consumers enter the streaming journey. But it certainly travels downstream from there. Many of the things that we're building and developing are around how do we tailor that consumer journey, particularly around the ad experience. So for example, you can change the duration of ad breaks, the number of ad breaks based on where consumers are in that journey. So somebody who's just started watching certain programming or a certain application, you might want to truncate the ad experience early on, where as they get further down that path and are more comfortable in terms of the viewing experience, perhaps you can then sort of expand either the number of ad breaks or the duration of those ad breaks. And so really starting to tailor the consumer experience around themes like that are some of the areas that we're working on building out for the ecosystem.
And finally, is there anything that you're looking forward to in the next 6 months, let's say, to a year? Anything that's really top of mind or that our viewers should be aware of?
Well, I think the economic clouds are a serious concern and certainly are top of mind in not only our industry, but more broadly across the economy. But I will say, I think there's so much momentum behind the streaming and connected TV landscape that I think it will continue to be a bright spot in the industry, and we're super excited about what's to come in 2023.